Want to speak real English from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at EnglishClass101.com.
Hi everybody and welcome back to Top Words. My name is Alicia and today we're going to talk about 10 words that you can use at a bar. Let's go! To buy a round. The first expression is to buy a round. To buy a round means to buy a round of drinks, essentially. A round of drinks means one drink for everyone in your group, one drink for everyone in your party. By the way, the word party is used to mean group at a bar or restaurant. The number of people in your party is the number of people in your group. So, to buy a round means to buy a drink for everybody. In a sentence, our boss began the party by buying everyone a round. In a different sentence, you're buying the next round. On the rocks. The next expression is on the rocks. On the rocks is a way to order a drink. When you say on the rocks, it means your drink on ice only. So rocks are the ice in your glass. So you can imagine the ice, the pieces of ice in your glass, the ice cubes or an ice ball, these are like rocks. So saying, I'd like whiskey, for example, on the rocks means just whiskey. Served over ice. That's what on the rocks mean. So in a sentence, I'd like a gin on the rocks. Straight up. The next expression is straight up. So a straight up drink is different from an on the rocks drink. A straight up drink is chilled with ice, but it's strained. So there's no ice in the drink, but it has been chilled with ice. So a straight up drink, there's nothing else in the glass, but it is a chilled drink. In a sentence, I'd like a martini straight up. Some people use the word straight or straight up, but they mean neat, which is the next word we're going to talk about. So keep in mind straight or straight up means chilled. That's one of the key points here. So yeah, a martini straight up is a chilled martini. Neat. So the next expression is neat. To order a drink neat means the drink is not chilled and there is no ice. It's just the alcohol. It's just the liquor. There's nothing special about it. A neat drink is only the drink. That's it. Nothing happens to it. So in a sentence, I'd like a whiskey neat. Pint. Half pint. The next expression is really two expressions. These are words you use when you order beer. They are pint and half pint. Depending on the country that you live in, pint can be a different size. They vary by a few milliliters depending on the country where you live in. A half pint then is roughly half of the pint size. So a half pint and a pint are two sizes we use to order beer. In a sentence, can I have a half pint of this stout? Chaser. The next expression is chaser. So a chaser is something you use to follow an alcoholic drink. Chasers are often used after shots. So shots are small drinks that are usually kind of strong in alcohol content, and they have a very strong taste. So some people like to have something after that. They call it a chaser. So the image is that the second drink is chasing the first drink into your body. You can think of it that way. The chaser is a non-alcoholic drink. So it could be water, it could be soda, it could be something like that. Juice, maybe. So chaser. In a sentence, shots of tequila are often followed with chasers. To be tipsy. The next word is to be tipsy. To be tipsy is a way to describe your feeling when you're drinking. So if you can imagine when you're standing straight up, when you're standing as regular, you're very confident and tall and you don't move very much. But if you feel tipsy, this comes from the verb to tip, like this. So something tips to one side or another. Think of your body in this way. So we use the word tipsy, the adjective tipsy, to describe this feeling. Maybe you're not so steady on your feet. You could tip over at any time. That's called being tipsy from alcohol. Okay. So in a sentence, let's see. I'm a little tipsy. I need some water. To be drunk. The next expression is to be drunk. So we talked about the word tipsy. So tipsy is a little bit a little unsteady, but drunk is just a mess. You're just a disaster. Maybe you're being noisy, you're being loud. It's difficult to control your body or your friend's body, whatever. So drunk is usually seen as a negative thing. So drunk expresses, yeah, it's just not pretty sometimes. So in a sentence, your friend is drunk, let's take him home. To call it a night. The next expression is to call it a night. To call it a night means to decide to finish at the bar, to go home. You're ready to be done. So here I'm going to call it, I'm going to say, this is tonight. Tonight is finished. So in a sentence, it's been a long evening. I'm gonna call it a night. Means I'm going to go home. I'm done. It's a casual expression. Hangover. And then one more that you can use maybe the day after you visit a bar is hangover. So a hangover is a noun. Hangover is the word we use to describe the feelings after drinking too much. So maybe you feel sick to your stomach, you have a headache, your body is sore. There are a number of different feelings you might have when you feel hungover. To be hungover is another way to say it. But when you have a hangover, it usually doesn't feel very good. In a sentence, I have a hangover today. I'm not going drinking tonight. All right, so that's the end. Those are 10 words that you can use at the bar. If you have any questions or if there are other words that you like to use when you go out for drinks, let us know in the comments. Please be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and make sure to check us out at EnglishClass101.com for more good stuff. Thanks very much for watching this episode of Top Words, and we will see you again soon. Bye! Okay.